One of my favorite examples of weird halos is, let me see how to pronounce that. So hello, and welcome to a little video about zip tie crowns. My name's Sophie, and before we make one, let me give you some history about the halos that these crowns resemble and how this craft became so popular as of late. So halos are symbols that show someone is sacred or holy. Halos surround important figures and artwork from many religions and look like a crown of light around the head. If you take a moment to think, halos are quite fascinating because they represent an idea of like holiness instead of something physical. Halos are fine in art that is flat and stylized, but during the Renaissance in Europe, halos became a problem because artists were so focused on realistic art and perspective that halos started to look really funny, or they would get in the way of compositions. So halos were phased out a bit during this period of Western art. One of my favorite examples of weird halos is in Masacho's The Tribute Money, where Christ and the apostles have discs attached to their heads, implying that the halo isn't an idea, but an actual object. My favorite hobby is making costumes. I like to wear them to costume conventions and take fancy pictures in them. And for me, it's a great creative outlet, and it's an exercise in problem solving and how to take something in a picture and make it into real life. So I follow a lot of costume people and illustrators online, and zip tie crowns became very popular during the 2018 Met Gala. The Met Gala is an exclusive fundraising event with a yearly theme held for the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute. The 2018 theme was Heavenly Bodies, and a lot of celebrities wore outfits based on famous art pieces. Whenever a trend comes around, I'm usually like, whatever. I don't care about what's popular. But I thought that these were super cool. So I learned to make them, and I brought some cool ones to show you and hopefully spark your imagination. Though these resemble things from religious paintings, it's really just a crown, and you can make yours look however you want if that's not the look that you're going for. So here's what you'll need. A headband. I found a 3-pack of these at the dollar store for literally $1. You're gonna wanna get ones that are all plastic or with fabric that you can take off easily. These had a satin covering, and I just snipped it at the end and pulled it right off, giving me the bare plastic. You'll also need zip ties. You can get these at the store in like the tool section or the automotive section. They come in little bags and they're arranged by their size. I got 8 inches and 4 inches. I tried 11 inches and it's way too big. It looks fine when you're making it, and then you put it on your head and you remember that 11 inches is almost a foot. So that's really big. Overall, what you want is a variety of lengths because this will make your crown look cooler. You're also gonna want spray paint. So for the classic look, which I would call this like the classic crown, metallic gold is perfect. But you can really use any color you want. And I prefer to spray paint over hand paint because that way you can get a more flawless coat. Also, for your spray paint, you can get a clear coat, and the clear coat will be a sealer, and that will protect your paint job. So if you want this for like Halloween or a convention and your crown's gonna be getting a lot of action, go ahead and get one of those. And optional is decorations. So I got sequins. I found these at the hobby store for 49 cents a packet. I got some colors I thought would be nice. Metallic gold, blue, all of these spilled, but magenta. I also went once again to the dollar store and I got some fake flowers, and I got some small flowers because remember you're gonna be wearing this on your head, and if you get like really big flowers it might look strange. I grabbed some little butterflies. They have birds, butterflies, anything that you think might punch up your crown. I'm going to do sort of a radiating look. So I'll start with a tall one in the middle. I mostly have small ones. So I'm thinking that we'll do a group of tall ones and then a bunch of small ones in the middle. Remember that once you have the zip tie tied, you can't untie it. So here's the one that we just made together. I used up all the zip ties I have. Let me take off my hat and I'll see how that looks. All right. This crown's not as full as the ones that I usually make, but it has some appeal. Like I said earlier, I love taking pictures in costumes, and these things are great. They instantly make you look cooler. So along with the crowns, I took some portraits to show. This was my first crown. It's coming apart a little bit because I just threw it in my drawer. So this was for a cosplay, and I wanted to be Diamond from an anime called Land of the Lustrous. Diamond has really shiny hair, so I put iridescent cellophane on the crown, and this one looks so cool in the sunlight. It looks really cool in photos. It is a little bit slippery on my head, but this was like my first taste of zip tie crowns, and I was like, I need more. So my next one, the classic gold. This was also for a Land of the Lustrous cosplay, and the photo is actually from my college senior exhibition, which was about cosplay. So these are both undecorated, but for this next one, I painted it blue and I added the sequins, beads, and flowers that I showed earlier. I was actually hoping to get an autumn queen look, but I ended up with a mermaid aesthetic. So I went for that in my photo. So I clustered my heavy decorations towards the head, and then I radiated the sequins out. And when the sequins catch the light, they look super cool. So I'm really proud of this one. And my last one, instead of the typical sunburst pattern, I made something asymmetrical and I painted it black with no decorations. So this was to go for more of an elegant and classy look. So don't feel limited by the circle pattern. You can really make these any shape that you want. Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe and let us know how your crown turned out in the comments. So see you next time.